Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on, Atlanta Falcons fans, man? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Antoine Smitty Sports Machine. Y'all know I get down, man. Y'all know how I do it. Stopping in right quick, right quick. To get my quick thoughts on a segment I saw on the Pat McAfee show featuring Dan Orlovsky. And y'all know Dan Orlovsky loves to um, put out hot takes. But one thing I finally agree with him on something. Um, he talked about he was asked, what is the best, position as far as, openings for NFL head coaches. And he surprised me a little bit. He said the Atlanta Falcons. So I want y'all to listen to this and then y'all know what to do, man. Drop them comments, man, and tell me exactly what y'all.
And if you're ranking these jobs, can we put the NFL head coaching vacancies? If you're ranking these jobs, which ones do you have at the top of the list if you were a candidate that could potentially go wherever you wanted to go?
Yeah, Bashadi's great. Every time we hear him talk, he's awesome. I also have one of my childhood best friends works down for the Ravens. He's been there for 15 years, and he's like, yo, we have the coolest owner in the town or in the league. So
I think
I've
so,
heard nothing
actually.
but yeah, I've heard nothing but just awesome things about him. I would tell you just surface level, I think the best available job when it comes to the ability to win now is Atlanta. I believe that this football team has got, crazy amounts of talent. They've got an offensive line that's one of the 10 best offensive lines in football, really good receivers, really good tight end, one of the best players in football, a defense that's loaded with young athletic players. I understand that they don't have a quarterback right now because of the Michael Penix injury and the question mark attached to Kirk. I believe Kirk is going to get cut and then maybe re-sign type of thing. But I think if Kirk Cousins played this year in Atlanta, they would have 10, if not 11 wins. I think if he plays next year in Atlanta, they're a 10-11 win team. But I just look at Atlanta with the addition of Matt Ryan in a division that's got some, long-term question marks. And if you can find a quarterback, I understand easier said than done, but if you can find good quarterback play in Atlanta with the young talent that they have, man, you can get good real fast.
I love that thought. I love that take. They hired Matt Ryan as the president of football. He's saying, hey, I'm hiring the general manager, I'm hiring the coach, and then it's their job to figure it out. They have a president and a CEO of the business. They bring in Matt Ryan to be the president of football. I hope that he's able to get it right down there because I like ex-players getting involved in the business.
There you have it. He made great points, and I can't argue with that. And I've been saying it on the show for God knows how long. All the Falcons need was a good bus driver. They had the talent. And he says if Kirk Cousins comes back, they're a 10-11 win team. I don't agree with that. For one, you don't know what the roster going to look like. Kyle Pitts could be gone. Darnell Mooney could be gone. The one factor that I think they're betting on is Bijan Robinson. Tyler Algier likely will be gone. So they're going to be missing key pieces off that offense. They have to rebuild it. And that's the thing with the incoming coach. The incoming coach has to decide who he's going to keep, decide who they're going to bank on. And as I told y'all, nobody's safe when a new coach comes in. I think Bijan is probably 60-40 safe. But outside of him, who's safe? Maybe the two booking edge rushes, Dorless, that young talent on defense, Watts, those young guys, Bowman, maybe they safe, AJ. But on offense, who's really safe outside of Chris Lester? Nobody. So I agree. They have enough talent right now to win now and probably make a playoff run, but they got to have a system in place with the coordinator. That's why I said when they hired the coach and he hired his coaching staff, we'll know exactly what type of scheme we're gonna be looking at on offense. We know what type of scheme we're gonna be looking at on defense. And I think truly defense, I think they're gonna, I think they're gonna force the new incoming coach to stick with Ulbrich, and I have no problem with that because I feel like him and Nate Ollie carried the team to those 8 wins. But when you look on the offensive side of the ball, you got to get an offensive minded guy. And whoever he brings in under him as the offensive coordinator, is he really going to be the offensive coordinator if it's an offensive-minded coach like a Clint Kubiak, like a Kevin Stefanski? Don't think so. It's just gonna be holding the clipboard, sort of like what was the guy name who was up on the Arthur Smith? He was just holding the clipboard. So we got a lot of questions ahead, but I still, truly feel like this is a win in our roster. And I still believe that. Even though, we don't know what the future holds for a lot of these players on offense. Defensive wise, I think the Falcons are set, especially with the defensive coaching staff. So I agree with Dan Orlovsky 200%. I think the Falcons have a win now team, and I think they actually are the best spot right now. But the Giants just hired John Harbaugh, so he's off the list. Tune in soon. I'm going to give y'all my thoughts on what's next for the Falcons, and me and my boy A1. And until then, we're going to holler at y'all soon, man, like we always do. Peace.